Tigers' Jordan-Hare Stadium, as we'll see a team looking for its first win, the Groupers, taking on the 17th-ranked team in the land, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Auburn will kick off to get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Groupers offense will take the field first. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Groupers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Got it in the middle. It's Chandler. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down. And the Groupers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. Not much room to run. Let's give him one to the 33. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Gives it on the option. Plows ahead for a pickup of one to the 32.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Scrambling away. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. How frustrating for an offense to not only see the extra defensive back with the dime package, but still have their quarterback get hit.
Yeah, when you go down, this is a passing situation. And if you're a defensive lineman, I'm pinning my ears back. I'm not playing the slightest bit of run. I don't care if they run the football. I'm getting to the quarterback. Nice job understanding that, rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
The Tigers offense will get the ball for the first time. When you look at the matchups in the passing game, you might think that this guy's going to be overmatched at corner, but I think he's really looking for the opportunity to prove that he can match up with one of the nation's best.
Yeah, and this receiver always wants the ball. He especially wants it, though, today, considering what he's up against. He told us coming into this game that he should be able to dominate and get a lot of looks. This defense is going to have to find ways creatively to get this guy matched up and covered. They're probably not going to be able to do it with just one guy with that corner out there, David, because this receiver is a difference maker.
No, and this isn't a great secondary, but they're going to have to play a great game. And this challenge is big because he's a superstar. So let's make sure we don't give up the big plays. Maybe play a little bit deeper than normal, sometimes get a little bit physical. This secondary has a tremendous challenge on their hands.
To the air on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The Tigers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. The Tigers come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Pick That's number 15 on the year. Got some room to run. And he's going to score on the interception. Touch. Grouper.
This guy really is the complete linebacker. Not only is he physical and not only can he play downhill to stop the run, this guy is a weapon in pass coverage. You saw it on that play. What can't this guy do?
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He'll pull it down. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Going for the big play. He's got it inside the 25. And he's slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Auburn!
Hey, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. They'll run it from the gun. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. The Groupers in a good spot here with second and short. They'll run the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds onto that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
And the Groupers will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Hooks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Guys, let's chat a little big picture Auburn. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable.
The Tigers can really attack on this second and short. The hand to the running back. He's out of bounds at the 26-yard line. With new coordinators on both sides of the ball last year, Auburn and Hugh Freeze just never got it going, but they have another talented group of freshmen.
They always recruit extremely well. That's one thing you know about Auburn. They're going to have the talent in the building. The key is it's got to show up on game day. So I think offensively and defensively, David, I think fans are looking for more.
Especially offensive. I mean, just finding that guy at the quarterback spot, obviously dipping into the transfer portal, just getting an offense with a pulse. Hugh Freeze, what he's known for, they got to get that side solidified.
He's in open space downfield. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set, why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short?
He's got it in more than enough for a first down. And it's caught. Touchdown, Tigers.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Got a man, it's Craig. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. On the option. Now the toss. Gets it past the marker. Breaks into the open. Running it inside the 30 and finally out of bounds at the 27. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Running back searching for a hole. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Groupers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. The option look. Now the toss. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man. Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on 3rd down. Rushes on him. Makes the grab. It's Kelly. He does not get there. Stopped at the 25-yard line, and let's see what they do now on 4th down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And this one splits the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. There's the pressure. And the rush will get to him at the 25. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He turns that loose down the right side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. No return coming here as he signals for the fair catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'll be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating a loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. And the Groupers will call on their punt team. Now on the return. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Give to the back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Let's talk for a second about Auburn. Big moment in recruiting last week. 4-star defensive back gives a verbal commitment. David, what's his... There he goes! Touchdown, Tiger! Once he got some room, it was over.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. To the ground with the back. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now, I tell you, Auburn is known for playmakers on defense, and one guy who could have a massive impact on a turnaround is Keldrick Faulk. David, 7 sacks a year ago, could be a top 10 pick next year.
Yeah, it's just so fun.
He wants to go deep. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The groupers will bring the punt team onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. First step of this drive comes from their own 44. They'll move the wide receiver. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Floating away. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Makes a connection. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. That chunk play has them in business, set up with a first down in the red zone. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. Auburn to the line in a hurry, trying to slam in. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Auburn.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Under fire. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Keep bringing the heat like that, and you can fall in line with the likes of Derek Brown or Nick Fairley.
Man, I still remember that Nick Fairley season where he put the defense on his back. Cam Duke took care of the offense, but he ruled the defense, making big plays, getting in the backfield, getting after quarterbacks.
And the groupers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle with Sheffield. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Taking it the other way. And after making the interception, a terrific return to put his offense in great field position at the 42.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Picks up the first down. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there. They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. First down. To the ground. He's got it again. Defense holds their ground. Pickup of a yard. It's at the 26. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly deep downfield. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
So, guys, we'll see this offense again. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Give to the running back. Oh, he's got some space. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. He'll pull it down and run. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. The Groupers are in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on first down. Slides away. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Groupers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Quick pass on the fly motion. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Groupers will punt this one away. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
This quarterback is living dangerously now. Threw a pick earlier in the game, and he almost threw another one right there. These windows are tight. He's got to be really good with his decision-making.
Might be calling a hot route. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Singleton. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Thompson. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move. It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Howard. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half. To the air on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Coleman. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Oh, they're after him! And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And that one is picked up in the end zone. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half. It's 1st down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there on the plains. And it's been an absolute clinic in fundamental defensive football so far. A total standoff with both teams refusing to give an inch. And I know this new era of football is about chucking it all over the yard and just outscoring the other team. But this game is a throwback, and to be honest, it's refreshing. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Jordan-Hare.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Fielded in the end zone. It's Singleton. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Makes the quick grab. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Using his feet to buy time. On the run, fires downfield. It's caught downfield. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. Get a big play like that last one, you flip the field, you change the momentum. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 38. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the
throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. They won it all, and that is exactly what they got. He has been unstoppable, the ultimate dual threat, positively Cam-tastic. And
mean, that dude was just so incredible to watch, and that's what he's putting on display. He's looking like that. Just whatever he wants to do, it's working, and this Auburn offense is cooking.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
It's just not the type of game this guy envisioned. Being in the second half, being less than 50% completions, he has not found any success throwing it. A lot of that you got to give to the defense. They've been in the right place and they've made plays, but he's simply not had his best game today.
And the groupers come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Makes the grab. It's Benson. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. So here comes the Auburn offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense...
And he makes the catch inside the 15.
There are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
And I don't blame this offense at all for throwing the football down here. Like, you can trust. He's already got 4 touchdown passes on the day. He's proven he's trustworthy. Nice job by the defense, not getting fooled again. They've had a bad day, but that was a good play.
Into the end zone. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good. And you can trust him. They trust him in this offense. Great job by this defense playing the pass, breaking on the football, and making sure he doesn't get another touchdown.
Auburn going to work with another first down. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal?
Ball hasn't hit the ground a lot for this QB. He's already thrown 4 TD passes.
Touchdown, Auburn! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will... The 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Rides the back on the option, the give. And he fights his way forward, gets away from 1, but not much doing on that one.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Leaves it with the back. Fights off a defender. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down. The groupers decide to punt it away. He'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. He'll keep it himself. He'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
He's going to take off. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Past the first down marker and still running. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Right back to the well. Turning it on.
Hold on.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Line gets set, first down. Using his legs, it's Alston. Only a short gain on that run. Defense played it well. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. To the air, it's Knight. Buying some time. He'll get rid of it. Finds a man by himself. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because
he's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Tiger. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. They go to the ground. He breaks a tackle. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
And the groupers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Hit as he throws. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already got the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. Quarterback on the keeper. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They ran it on first down, now on 2nd. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. To throw, it's Knight. Pressure coming. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back has it. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29. Now on 2nd down.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. He'll pull it on the read. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football.
A shot for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
They'll try the run. Slithers into space. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He'll ride his man on the option. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. The give on the option. Fighting off the defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Plows through the defense. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold on.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Here on 3rd down.
Here we go. Set.
He'll do it himself on the draw. Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. The groupers will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Makes a man miss. Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll give it to him again. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. They'll line up for a 2nd down play.
Here we go.
He'll do it himself. Runs through the tackle. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Gives it on the option. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll leave it with him. Breaks into the open. Oh, that move is going to leave them dizzy.
That's a really nice game. It just would have been really nice to see this from this offense earlier. Now you're getting to the point where there's a couple of thought processes. Do I build momentum for next week? Do I try to get this offense ground game clicking? Or do I throw the football every play and try to make this football game close?
On the ground, it's Craig. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the groupers are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And here comes the punt team. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Paul.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He'll keep it himself. At the 40, there he goes. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
Man, nobody home on defense. We've got to understand the option starts with the quarterback. Somebody has to have that guy. The defense blows an assignment, and the quarterback takes advantage and makes the big play down the field.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. This time he'll be stopped behind the line, and they'll pretty much give back what they just gained. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Tigers need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. Trying to beat the D deep. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. They bring the punter onto the field now. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. There is a lot of real estate in front of this offense as the ball is touched dead at the 5.
Nice job. A little hang time, getting it up in the air. It's coming inside the 10. That thing goes inside the 5-yard line. That is exactly how you draw it up.
Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the...
There he goes. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. Got the 1st down. Looking for more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The groupers will have it 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Wicks. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. With the catch, it's Craig. And he's brought down after a nice gain. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?